The year was 1944, and the world was teetering on the brink of chaos. In the heart of Europe, a clandestine operation was unfolding that would change the course of history. The Allies were preparing for D-Day, a massive invasion that would see thousands of soldiers storm the beaches of Normandy. But behind the scenes, a different battle was being fought, one of deception, espionage, and the relentless pursuit of truth. In the shadows of London, a group of spies known as the Special Operations Executive, SOE, was working tirelessly to mislead the Nazis. Their mission, to create a web of lies so intricate that it would confuse and misdirect the enemy. They knew that if the Germans anticipated the invasion, the cost in lives would be catastrophic. So they devised a plan that would become one of the most audacious acts of deception in military history. One of the key players in this high-stakes game was a man named Juan Pujol Garcia, better known by his codename Garbo. A Spanish double agent, Garbo was a master of manipulation. He had convinced the Nazis that he was working for them, feeding them false information while secretly collaborating with the British. His reports were so detailed and convincing that the Germans came to rely on him completely. They believed he was their most valuable asset, unaware that he was actually playing them like a finely tuned instrument. As the invasion date approached, Garbo's role became even more critical. He crafted elaborate stories about fake troop movements and non-existent armies, all designed to draw German forces away from the real landing sites. The Allies needed to create a diversion, and Garbo was their secret weapon. With each report he sent, the tension mounted. Would the deception hold? Would the Germans fall for the ruse? On the eve of D-Day, the stakes reached a fever pitch. Garbo sent one final message to his Nazi handlers, detailing a fictitious army poised to invade the Pas-de-Calais, the area the Germans believed would be the primary target. As the sun rose on June 6, 1944, thousands of Allied troops landed on the beaches of Normandy, and the world held its breath. The success of the invasion hinged not just on the bravery of the soldiers, but on the intricate web of lies spun by Garbo and his fellow operatives. As the Allied forces fought their way ashore, the Germans were caught off guard. They had been led to believe that the real invasion would occur elsewhere, and their defenses were weak. The beaches of Normandy became a battleground, but thanks to Garbo's deception, the Allies gained a crucial foothold in Europe. The tide of the war began to turn, and the liberation of occupied territories was finally within reach. But the story doesn't end there. In the aftermath of D-Day, Garbo's life took a dramatic turn. He was celebrated as a hero by the British, but the truth of his double life weighed heavily on him. He had deceived not only the Nazis, but also his own allies. The burden of his lies haunted him, and he struggled to reconcile his actions with his conscience. In the years that followed, Garbo lived in relative obscurity, but his legacy endured. He became a symbol of the power of deception in warfare, a reminder that sometimes the greatest victories are won not on the battlefield but in the minds of those who wage war. His story is a testament to the lengths people will go to protect their own, to fight for freedom, and to outsmart